Gonna spend a Reaper point. I would love to be able to get one more on my DC, but it looks like I'm out. So probably the best use. Let's see where my dodge is. Am I near the cap? No. So that is useless. I have 100 MRR. Probably then PRR. So give me a little bit more if something hits me, but still it's not very high. I would love to get one more charisma, but not gonna stress about it. We're able to, like, you know, hit stuff most of the time with hold, so. And the dancing ball. That's all I care about. I mean, we specifically made ourselves to be a CC'er. So we do okay DPS. But so that's why the dinosaur weapon would have been even better, because I could have got an ice horn and that would have helped CC stuff. But I think people in the group are using dino weapons, so. But I do have a crown of snow, which sort of does the same thing, so. Okay, I'm at the Feywild. Waiting to see what happens. I wonder, what do you think? Is the camera better there or is it better there? Because I can move the chat up and then you can see more of what's going on there, or there. We can try it up. We'll change it up, right? Like we'll change it up for this, for the Feywild. So we'll move our chat there. And we'll move our camera, not the screen, the camera. There. There we go. We'll try that. We'll see if that's more interesting. Maybe. You guys will let me know. Just gonna pick up all these quests. I don't think he does all of them. I think he skips all the snow ones, but we'll see. What's to do. take a look at our saga over here. Okay, I only need 4 more quests to get the saga. All right, there we go. We're ready. Joan Jett died at level 30. Oh. You doing just business? What? Bro. You said Feywild. Are we going back to Sharn? No. You're right here. Okay. Here we go.
Unexpected slumber. At first, things seem as before. You're still at Winwood Hall, and Melody is still standing beside the bed.
And we like buffs.
Then you realize that Lord Arden is missing, and so are the flower and the loot you need for the ritual. Melody begins speaking in a familiar voice.
Oh, I get a couple of them. Awesome. It'd be really cool if I could do that experimental tumble and then run over the water. One of the things I really liked about World of Warcraft. Hey, Nacho Wench, how are you? Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good day. World of Warcraft, my Death Knight could run on the water. It was great.
The bits grow rapidly into new bridge trolls that join us. You recovered Hearsom's loot for the ritual.
I did not play WoW a lot, right? Like, but I did play a Death Knight, and I really enjoyed it. The thing about WoW that I didn't like, the reason I stopped playing it, was that it just had too much of a time gate. So, like, I would do all these quests, and then I would run out of things to do, because they were all on a week timer. So then I had to, like, either play a different character or do something that wasn't towards whatever I was working on, and I just didn't. Felt like it was a bad use of my time.
Magical talking bears, no doubt. This is the Feywild, after all. You've recovered the frosted cerise for the ritual. You've recovered both the loot and the frosted cerise. Now, where has Melody hidden Lord
But I
Arden?
did think about trying
Pillar
classic
of
WoW
magical energy streaming from a
and doing the
distant
hardcore
orb.
over there, because I like
Perhaps that
hardcore, right?
contains
So
the secret.
it's just a lot of time.
You approach the portal glow, but a pixie flutters into your path.
She said to make sure you didn't make it to her. I won't let you get near them.
Oh, my hold failed on that.
You won't get past my friends and me.
Try it on the scholar. Yeah, I got the scholar. Okay, good to go.
A portal opens as the
So
pixie
I can
collapses.
do the little Heart
In his
Guardian in
last
here.
moments, he
She'll
says,
help DPS and heal.
You haven't
But these guys do so much DPS. This thing will probably be dead
You
really
exit
quick.
the portal and find yourself in a strange, empty void. Yet that appears to be Lord
There
Arden's
she is.
resting place ahead. Between you and Lord Arden stands Cadence the Hag. She must have been disguised as Melody the Apothecary.
My
the
Heart
entire
Guardian
time.
only lasts 8 seconds,
Cadence
so that
prepared
means
for
that we
battle.
killed the boss
Christ,
in
man.
under 8
Adventurers
seconds.
never know when to quit. I should have seen that you can't trust the pixie to do a hag's work.
Cadence finishes her conjuration. Slimes emanating a frigid mist suddenly appear nearby.
You killed my sister, so I'll have to make do with these vile cauldron leftovers. I wouldn't go anywhere near
Pretty
them
decent,
personally
82.
now.
Yeah.
Be a dear and die.
I'm happy
good to
considering
start.
that this is a first life
You
tune.
lay out the ingredients for the ritual and repeat
I
the
didn't
steps
TR. I didn't want to
reverse
do any of the
curse.
extra work.
First,
'Cause
lay
it's a
the
lot of
root.
work. You have to re-level
Then,
back up and
grind
all
up the
that. I
flower's
just didn't want
roots.
to do it.
Last,
So
burn the
I'm happy
roots
that
along
it's
with Lord
performing well
Arden's
for
remains.
something. I have no past lives, you know, so.
You play a brief melody on Hirsam's lute. You mash the flower's roots into a pulp with little effort. You set a small blaze, then drop the crushed roots and Lord Arden's true name into it, completing the ritual. As the smoke rises, Lord Arden's eyes open. He springs out of the bed. Lord Arden thanks you for awakening him from this curse. He urges you to speak with him back at Winwood Hall in the waking world.
I definitely think, and this quest that we're going to do now is one of the reasons why I want to get Global Vulnerability, and I can swap out Circle of Death and grab that spell, and I think I can burst through it. So for next hardcore, like, that's definitely what I'll do. I just have to experiment with it, but I've seen people use Global Vulnerability and have luck with it in certain fights, so. I know the null magic that you get in Magus is also really good.
It's strange that a noble of the Summer Court would retain
I'm not
these
sure
violent, unpredictable creatures as servants.
if I will use
A
Magus.
curious
We'll see what
tree
happens with
stands
the
here
new,
by itself. A single,
with the
brilliantly
Destiny
red
Pass that they're
apple
doing.
hangs from one of its branches. The tree itself seems to sigh as you finish your song. Its branches quiver, and the apple drops at your feet.
I'll go. I think
What
you can
an
probably
idyllic
allure
world
them,
seems
right?
deserted. A lone tower looms ahead.
I'm assuming,
Lord Xavier will likely be found inside.
just in case.
Lady White Lily has
Yeah, he
requested
did.
that you find her a
Oh, he
snack.
killed them all, I think.
A frivolous request, it seems. Yet, in the Feywild, small promises may have strange consequences.
The tower is friend asks. None a true friend may enter.
We need a really high Diplo to get through here. Without fighting. Likely we're going to be fighting. Throw down a disco ball, though.
These lads are convinced you are the enemy. You have no choice but to put them down.
Yeah, this, I'm not gonna lie about hating this last boss. It's one of my least favorite fights. Just because they're so annoying with that force missile that they do.
Yes, you fool, I'm still here. But your precious gray moss is dead. Trust me. idiot. Who told you the Prince of
But
Frost
up
wasn't
here I
dead,
can
hmm?
throw down
Me?
my AoE
Who said
DPS.
these Outlander
I'll
don't
throw out a
twist
dancing
too?
ball just to
Yeah,
catch a Reaper if one
me.
spawns, and
But
then I
it
can
was
spot heal.
who
You know,
was
like
supposed to die
throw down
willingly
all my
on that
AoE
plate as a distraction while I do
and then
hear
hit stuff
some
with my
bidding. But no,
epic strike.
guess I just have to kill you all myself now.
The hag's form splits into
Okay,
several
so there's
different
goes the dancing
forms.
ball.
You'll need to watch closely
There's the
to
epic
see
strike.
which one is the
There's
right.
my
Think again. Yep.
all that. Now I'm gonna jump down,
She's on me. Where to teleport?
start bursting stuff.
Pearson, save your servant. Pearson.
Okay, look like
The
Bork
hag
needs a
dies,
heal.
reaching to the last.
Have a heal
After
for
a
him.
moment, the Viscount rises to his feet and blurts.
Who was that? What's going on? I demand an
Hey, I
explanation.
got a crown of leaves. Wonder if anybody wants it. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I do like those gloves. I'm wearing them though.
Long as
Okay, nobody wants the hat. Yeah, those are the exact gloves I'm already wearing. I would like to loot the Fey Twisted version of those gloves though. They're really good. I think they changed the profane bonus to a sacred bonus, and you get a bunch of light spell power. They're really good for Warlock.
A satyr calls to you as you enter the courtyard.
Hello there. Welcome to our revels. There's food in the kitchen and drink, well, everywhere, including the floor, I see. Make yourself at home, and don't forget to pour one out for our dear host, the Lord Arden. May his slumbers...
Gonna try get a hold on these. Oh, I got a Famine Reaper. I was trying to get a Pixie, and I got a Famine Reaper instead. I think that's a fair trade.
Keep away from sunlight and damp soil. You drop a few of the magic items on the ground. Huge weeds burst from the earth, and the thirsty plants quickly drain the moisture from the surrounding soil.
I was able to get the cat, but I was not able to get the Displacer Beast.
Spring house. It seems
Did we
someone
get the
was
key?
trying to hide it.
I don't know. I'm just gonna follow them. Looks like we did. Yeah.
It's surprising to find a large, well-stocked library in a house given over
Awesome.
to an endless party.
It's nice in this
More
quest to find
surprising
the key
a
right away.
sphinx sitting in the middle of it. Water gushes up from the ground in one corner of the room, forming a large pool. This must be the cascading spring the house is named after. Towering weeds spring up the
Okay,
instant
and
you
we've
cast
got
the magic
everything.
seeds
We're
on
gonna
the
detour
ground.
or run.
The twisting brambles suck up every drop of water nearby, leaving cascading springs dry as a bone. This
I'll throw up another
large
detour
barrel
just
is
in
marked
case.
Flashboom powder in
I'll
large
take the other.
letters. In even larger letters below are the words, "Keep away from open flame." The careless satyr swings his torch too close to the powder keg. It
Okay,
explodes
dancing
in a
sphere.
shower of sparks. The partygoers turn to
Hold.
the spectacle. It's a
Bards.
simple task to remove the sign. The satyrs are
Arcane
still
storm.
distracted by the recent fireworks.
Burst.
You deftly replace the cottage sign with the sign from the library. seething with anger, the master of the revels reluctantly agrees to leave.
Oh, I got
A deal's a deal,
bracers.
it's true. We'll
Maybe
leave,
somebody needs some of
but
this stuff. See if
nothing
anybody
in
wants
the
them.
deal says we can't rip you to shreds on our way out. The revels have finally
You never
ended,
know because these
and not in a
bracers
way the
are
satyrs
summer.
expected.
Maybe DPS. No, nobody wants them. On hardcore, most people use winter, right? For the hit points. Winter, autumn. I'm sure people use summer and spring, but I myself right now am wearing 4 pieces of winter for the extra hit points. Oh, I didn't turn this one in yet. I love this quest. It's so weird. The building has come alive and is chasing you around.
Creatures spring up around you, rushing to defend the windmill.
That is not drug-induced at all.
The windmill seems undaunted by your weapons and spells. The strange gemstone seems to be protecting this creature from spells and weapons. The gemstone cracks, and the windmill shudders. Another gemstone, and
See
the
a Carnage
windmill
Reaper.
shakes violently.
Hit it with a hold. Okay. Through my E-bards on that group.
A gemstone
with
cracks
these.
once more.
Nice.
The windmill rumbles
that's
deeply,
fast.
then falls still. The magic that brought it to life seems to have left it.
I wish you had trusted me.
The old knight says.
From this one, I usually go to
Still,
corruption. We'll
you
see. I think he
came to
does
my
too.
aid in the end.
Some
You
people go to
earned
Thornright
a
from here.
reward.
She continues.
But speak with me if you'd like to help a little further. Somehow, I fear the culprit is still nearby.
It's not clear whether this structure was meant to be a shelter, a temple, or just a decorative addition to the view.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to corruption. Hopefully I'm in correct. Let's just check it. Okay, R4, yep.
As the second orb shatters, that sense
Follow.
of unease felt fades a little. A strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life in them. The barrier collapses when the third orb is destroyed.
Not gonna
lifting
mosey.
the sense of
Just
dread
follow
from
them.
This area.
Oh, it's nice that celestial bombardment knocks all that stuff down, right? It's really cool. Fear Reaper. No, I didn't have him targeted.
The root tunnel ahead looks
Got out one dot, but that's okay.
It's begun to rot away in places. shudder of the tree's roots as the last orb in the northwest tunnel shatters.
Okay, that looks good. Yep. Where am I going?
Your sense of dread and loss mounts as you explore this portion of the tunnel.
Okay, likely right here with the door. Right, yeah.
The second barrier collapses in on itself with an audible crack.
The D-door is up. Gonna take the other D-door just so mine stays up. Just in case. We don't want anybody getting stuck. Carnage Reaper, I'm gonna try to get a hold on him.
Stop them, voice tag! The Godia's free ritual must not be interrupted.
Wow, it's laggy. Okay. Carnage Reaper at the boss, so I'm gonna try to put a hold on him immediately. Okay, got him. Yeah. Throw up a dancing ball just in case another Reaper pops. And I'll throw out my Heart Guardian because I'm not worried about anything aggroing. Then we will get our TPS on the boss. Nice.
Here goes the Blight Master, crumples to the ground.
Oh, somebody gave me a cloak. I'll take it. Thank you.
So close. The Fomorian is dead, and the ritual ended. All that's left is to tell the pixies it's safe to return to the blessed tree.
I do love that cloak. It's one of my favorite items. Cloak of Winter. Very cool. I'm already wearing one though, I guess. But I think if that one has a bonus on it, no, it doesn't. Oh, it's too bad. Would have been great if it had like a Mythic 4. Still though, Mary is 31, level 31, so that will go on her, because right now she's wearing a heroic version of it. And even though I don't really do like Reaper quests on Mary, I still have been doing like epic quests, right? So I don't want her to die as the GM of the guild, right? So alright, so this I'm gonna throw down, try to old monster. I think I got them both, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'm eager to see like what the changes to the Epic Destinies can do, where my build will wind up. Because I'm still going to do like a CC Enchanter build, but whether I can do it with my little heart summon or whether I have to go into something else, we'll see. Oh, there's a Reaper. Just gonna throw up a bunch of dancing balls. Try to catch everything. Heart I can throw down because I'm not worried about aggro. Just try to dance and hold everything. Only thing I can't get are the little beetles, but I can hit them with my E-parts at the end. Which is right now. So E-parts, Storm, Heart Guardian, and then I'm gonna burst over. That's good. Although I got Earth grabbed by that dude.
The Thornright is willing to see you. You may enter. She makes a gesture, and a door opens. A gnarled wood wolf carefully picks through a pile of brambles, plucking out the largest and sharpest thorns.
Pretty easy.
Surely this is the Thornright.
Okay, now we're going down to the swamp, going to do witch hunt.
A needle that now contains Hirsum's immortality. The Prince of Satyrs then took that needle to some place called the Treasure Grove.
So there's a few different strategies people do on the hardcore server for this. Some of them pull her up right to the boss, like right to the beginning where we start. Like they pull her all the way up and they fight her right there. Or we could drop down to the little alleyway and fight her there. I think the alleyway is probably the safest, but the one where they bring her up to where we zone in is also pretty safe. It's just whoever picks her up has to run through everything to get back up here, right? We all drop down to the alleyway over there, which that's where he is right now, so that's... Yeah, and I've actually done this method that he does with these hunt men to get the extra DPS, because they will shoot whatever you bring over here.
What they do with their freedom is your problem, not mine. The master of the hunt.
But I'm just going to basically, once he gets her, it looks like he's got her, so I'm going to throw up a bunch of dancing balls to pick up all the red caps that pop out of her.
She will find true death in mine.
And I'll set up one right close to these archers, because they'll start shooting everything. No, I cannot use the Heart Guardian here, because like I said, she can see things that we can't, and she can aggro stuff from really far away. So if I were to throw her out in here, she might bring like stuff from all around us, so. So that's just the trick of knowing DDO. If you do a summoning build that uses any sort of a summon, you have to know when is a good time and when is a bad time, so you don't accidentally, ruin a quest. Okay, I'm jumping into one of these dimension
The
doors.
air nearby tingles with magic. It seems to be coming from
And
up
we'll
above.
wait up here.
If
I'll
you got
watch
to higher
just to
ground,
make sure
you could look
nobody
for the
needs to heal.
source of this disturbance.
Okay, looks like Legion and Ghost are out looking for that letter. Likely Ghost will detour them back up here, so likely there's nothing to worry about. I really like the Hexbreaker shield from this quest. It's one of my favorite items. But I am not using it. I didn't get it, actually. I got the one from the Salt Marsh, which is even better, technically. But I just happen to really like that Hexbreaker. I always use a buckler. It doesn't affect your ability to evade, and I use evasion, so... Technically, I could use 2 sticks, but... One of the reasons I use a buckler as a shield is because I use Unyielding Sentinel. And Stand Against the Tide gives you immunity to knockdown if you have a shield. I don't need that technically because as an Enlightened Spirit, a Celestial Spirit, I already have knockdown immunity, but technically I have 2 sources of it. Unfortunately though, they don't like make each other stronger. That'd be really cool if they did. Certain things can still knock me down, like Cyclonic Blast will still knock me down, but most everything can't. It's good, really important to get that on hardcore, knockdown immunity of some kind, just because, you know, if something knocks you down, then you take prone damage, and you can get, like, critically hit, murdered really quickly. I see a Reaper. Okay, make sure I have all my buffs. Tried to get that champ. I don't know if I got him. Okay, Dancing Ball going down right now. Not that we'll need it, but you never know. Wow. Killed all of those goblins. Super fast. Nice. Here we go. Give me a gold coin. Nope. What about this one? Give me a gold coin. Nope. Okay, throwing down a dancing ball. Just in case we get a Reaper. Okay, where is it? That was a Mimic.
You have a good feeling about this.
This is it right here. Okay, so dancing ball it.
As you open the chest, as you defeat the unicorn.
Okay, I'm gonna throw down another dancing ball because I don't want to chase this thing. And hit him with a hold monster if I can get him. I think I got him. Oh, the bird. Yeah, got the bird. Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, it's such a pain if you have to chase that thing. Alright, so that looks good to me. D-door. And I'll take the other D-door. You take your own D-door, it evaporates, right? You take somebody else's D-door, yours will stay up for like 30 seconds or something. always take somebody else's detour. I mean, unless you're the last person, then you can take yours. Gonna rebuff. Okay. R4 Feywild on hardcore.
The little dragon disappeared through
Trying to
this
help
portal.
Legion
As you
get his
pursue
Reaper
the
wings.
creature into the cave, you hear its excited voice up ahead. The little dragon announces,
If he gets
We're
them,
gonna play hide and catch.
he
The
will
first
earn the
to keep a
champ
close
title
eye,
in
no peeking.
Discord.
Count to 10, and then find me and tag me.
You know, a unique
And then-
title that is
and then-
for someone
and
who
then you
does.
stop, ready?
the little dragon cries out.
You found me! Haha! Tag, I'm it! Run!
Okay, I'm in the safe spot. So you have to get #1 spot on the favor board. You have to get the #1 spot on the Reaper board. And you have to get Reaper wings. If you get all 3 of those in one season, you win the champ title. It's a unique rank. Only one other player has ever done it, which is Apocalypse Dom, season 4. So that would be awesome. It's hard to believe though, because it's a lot. It's so much
The
Reaper
little
XP.
dragon
But
jumps up and down.
What fun!
With Hearsom's precious needle in hand, you prepare to offer
hopefully he
him
does
a
it.
bargain. He
I
can't
think we still have a week left, so. Yay, I got some boots. That's cool. Nice, I did not have those. Hey, Tiger Lily was up. There we go. I'll loot that. Oh, I got a Necronoma cannon. So what I've been doing is looking at like what might work well on a warlock to use as a rune arm that might increase my burst. Like, and so far it looks like the Sir Squillium is the best for that. I've not looted a Sir Squillium though. But I think we're going to do Salt Marsh, so. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put down a dancing ball right here, just in case we get rushed. And I'll try to.
You make your way
Yeah,
into
those
the Kelpie's
sea lions had a really bad day.
by the Eladrin's magics. Now where is the lost keepsake you were sent to find? You hear the murmur of confused voices.
Putting
coming
down
from
another
overhead.
dancing ball over there, just in case. All the crayfish are immune to hold monster, but I cast it on them anyway just in case a Reaper popped out. You never know.
first lever is pulled, and a
But I
deep
can
rumble
get these
travels
sea
through
lions
the
around the
water.
corner here. Oh, no, well, they're all dead.
There's an audible pop as the second
Can't
lever
do
is
the
pulled
experimental
and the
tumble
barrier to the main
underwater.
wall dissipates.
It's super
A
sad.
group of Kelpies rushes in to block the wall.
But now I'm really slow. Because that was letting me sort of keep up. Okay, so in here, it's stuck. In here, we definitely throw out everything I've got. That, Guardian, Arcane Storm. Dancing Ball for these dudes over here. It gets
The
a
Kelpie
TPS
Lord
on the boss,
falters,
and he's dead.
then collapses, diffusing into clumps of ragged weeds. You spot the Eladrin's lost
Mythic
keepsake
4 Crown of
perched
Snow,
atop a nearby
please.
chest.
Nope. We need 40,000 to get our 36th point. So no need to check the saga because I know I looked earlier. We still have the 4 snow quests to do. And we're not doing them, so